My Comedy DVDs Part 21. Ahoy hoy everybody, and welcome to part 21 of a look at my comedy DVDs. So, as usual, stand-up, sketch shows, sitcoms, maybe some films, maybe some other comedy-ish bits. Let's carry straight on with Nina Conti live, Dolly mixtures. So Nina is a ventriloquist, a very clever and very funny ventriloquist. She's sort of become known lately for the act she does, where she puts masks on people and ventriloquizes through them. But yeah, lots of funny stuff on there, lots of good extras as well. Al Murray, the pub landlord, one man, one governor, 20 years at the Lager Top. This was his 20th anniversary live show, and it includes his full-length 1997 version of King of Beers, from when in 97 he redid his older shows. I've spoken a lot about Al over various videos in this series, but yeah, very funny stuff. Plus One, the complete first series, which I'm pretty certain was the only series. Very good Channel 4 sitcom. Started as a pilot in a series of comedy pilots, so I can't remember what it was called, for Channel 4. With slightly different cast, but was successful and made into a series. So Daniel Mays plays Rob, who's been left by his girlfriend, played by Miranda Raison. Was it her in all of it? Might be that I'm mentioning people who were recast, but I think I'm right. And she's getting married to Duncan from Blue, who was a childhood sweetheart. And basically he's been invited to the wedding, and he's trying to find the right girl to accompany him to the wedding who will upstage her. So he tries Lisa Snowdon, Jamelia, all sorts of people. His family, it was his brother Nigel Harmon and his sister, played by Ingrid Oliver, and his friend Stephen John Shepherd, for all trying to, help and hinder him in various degrees. But yeah, it was a really good sitcom, very funny. This is a sticker coming off. The Strange World of Gurney, Slade, starring Anthony Newley. Strange is the right word for start. All the right. Oh, this is interesting, because now I'm looking at that and it looks right, but it should look wrong to you. Oh, that's bizarre. Because it doesn't. Yeah, because it looks back. Yeah, no, that's right. Sorry, but as I hold this up to the camera, I know it looks right for you, but it looks backwards to me. But on the back, all this stuff, as you can see, is written backwards, but now this looks right to me. It's very strange. Get it around my mind. So, this is 6 episodes, I seem to recall. Black and white, mid-60s. So Anthony Newley plays Gurney Slade, who just ambles about. It's really hard to describe. He just sort of ambles about life, and it's what happens to him whilst it's happening. And he knows he's in a TV show, and it gets quite surreal and almost psychedelic at times. I don't think I ever laughed out loud, but I enjoyed and almost loved it all. It's very strange. But really like Anthony Newley. The sticker says tremendous David Bowie, who was himself a huge Anthony Newley fan. Yeah, it's really hard to describe. This is a network release with good booklet, and just to make things even more confusing, so that's the cover I was showing you. If I do it that way, that should now look the reverse to you. So that all that should be backwards, and that should be the right way round, and that backwards, or vice versa. Oh, I'm just totally confused. But yeah, but yeah, it's, as I say, it's very strange. It's written by Sid Green and Dick Hills, who wrote for Morecambe and Wise, but it's very different from Morecambe and Wise. There has just been, last few months, a Blu-ray release of this by Network, with an extra film or two of his in there as well. I haven't picked it up. I'm not desperate to, because I don't think a Blu-ray will make a huge improvement quality-wise, but I might pick it up in one of their sales at some point. We have Alan Partridge Mid-Morning Matters, as you saw just a second ago briefly. So this was when sort of Alan was brought back with the new writers. So he's DJ on Radio Norfolk, or Norfolk Digital. And basically this is just him. This was done for Sky. This is just him with his sidekick, Simon, played by Tim Key, on the radio. This release features both the original 11-minute versions plus exclusive DVD-friendly double episode edits. And it's got outtakes on it as well. It's funny, but as I've spoken in previous things, I much prefer earlier Partridge. He has changed quite considerably with the change of writers, but I still enjoy it a lot. Similarly, this is Partrimilgrimage, the Alan Partridge specials. Alan Partridge, Welcome to the Places of My Life, and Alan Partridge on Open Books with Martin Bryce. So, Welcome to the Places of My Life is him sort of touring around Norfolk, and Open Books is a interview show publicising his autobiography. Both funny. What I've said before, basically. Right, this is genius. This is the first series of Count Arthur Strong. So Count Arthur, created by Steve Delaney, retired sort of actor, or no, not actor, well, I mean, yes, actor, performer, let's say, who's eccentric to say the least, turned into a radio show, Count Arthur Strong's radio show, picked up a TV, it was co-written by Steve Delaney and Graham Linehan. 3 series, all of which you will see over these videos. This was the first. So the conceit is that Michael, played by Rory Kinnear, is the son of Arthur's late comedy partner, and he's writing an autobiography. He's writing a biography of his father, and he's come to meet Arthur and, to find out stuff for said book. But he sort of gets ingratiated into Arthur's world, his friends, the people who run the cafe where he spends half his time. He falls in love with, I can never remember her name, Sinem. It's just hilarious stuff. It's, great wordplay, great slapstick, great situations, just marvellous, marvellous stuff. Yet another Jimmy Carr live DVD. So this is Laughing and Joking. I refer you back to previous videos. Great stuff. This is Too Fat for 40. So this was Kevin Smith's 40th birthday stand-up special. So on the evening of his 40th birthday, he performed at the Count Basie Theatre in New Jersey, where he's from. And he decided, because he tended to ramble on a bit, he decided for this special he was going to get through lots of questions. The first question gets asked, and that's it. For 3.5 hours he answers that question. It's about the Too Fat to Fly saga, where he was kicked off of an... I was going to name an airline then, but I'm not going to in case it was wrong. But he was kicked off an airplane for being too fat. A lot about Bruce Willis and their relationship following Cop Out. Yeah, lots of really funny stuff. Additional bits on here as well. 2 discs where it's so long. Great stuff. So this is Friday Night Live. So after 2 series of Saturday Live, God, so confusing. Because Saturday, I've talked about this in the last part. Saturday Live was a UK version of Saturday Night Live, but after 2 series they moved it to a Friday night and called it Friday Night Live rather than just Friday Live. But it's basically the same show, just on a different day. I'll talk a bit, if you want to hear me talk a bit more about the style of the show, watch the last part. This introduced loads of money. Jo Brand makes her TV debut on here. Dame Edna Everage is on here. Patrick Marber, Jack Doherty, Amore Hunter, Josie Lawrence, Hattie Hayridge, Sean Hughes, and lots of other good people. Another Says Les. This is volume 2, so this is the 5th and 6th series. Series 6 was Les Says rather than Says Les. But yeah, just lots of, as I've said in every part, every show has 1 or 2 amazing moments, a lot of okay stuff, and 1 or 2 duffers, but all enjoyable. This is Robbie the Reindeer, The Whole Herd. So this was the trilogy of animated claymation specials done in a combination with Comic Relief on the BBC. So Hooves of Fire, Legend of the Lost Tribe, and Close Encounters of the Herd Kind. So Robbie is 99% certain the son of Rudolph the Reindeer. And he gets the call up basically to go to the North Pole and take over his dad's role, but he's not very good and he has to get into training, and the other reindeers aren't so keen on him. That's the first one, and then the stories expand on the later ones with a lost tribe of Vikings in the second one and an alien invasion in the third one. Sort of the voice cast makes these. They're fun, they're well written. But Ardal O'Hanlon, Jane Horrocks, Caroline Quentin, Steve Coogan, Harry Enfield, Paul Whitehouse, Robbie Williams, Ricky Tomlinson, Rhys Ifans, Gene Alexander, Alistair McGowan, Jeff Goldblum, The League of Gentlemen, Sean Hughes, Rob Brydon, Ricky Gervais, Natalie Imbruglia, David Attenborough, Keira Knightley, Ozzy Osbourne, Gillian Anderson, Russell Brand, Graham Norton, Ross Kemp, Shane Ritchie, Sophie Ellis-Bextor and Michael Palin do the voices. There's director's commentary on the first 2, behind the scenes bits, storyboards. Only downside with this release is that on the VHS release of the first one, there is a Robbie Williams video on there, which isn't on here. Okay, I shall leave that part here. This shelf has taken an extra part, because of all those Go Faster Stripe ones in the previous one. Okay, as I say, we'll finish this part here, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.